So this is the ice shack that I've placed for rent on Sheepscott Lake in Palermo. Those lights are solar, and the lights in the eave are remote control, which I'll show you. Contact information's on the shack. Door is a little bit tight, you just got to lift up on it, and it's all set. We just got done fishing in the shack. I kind of cleaned it up a little bit. I didn't sweep it yet, but this is a good overview. So, the shelves fold up and down. Like today I use this with a cook stove. There is a CO2 carbon monoxide detector. There's a stereo. That's Bluetooth. There's shelving on both front and back. Toilet paper, paper towel. There's a bucket with trash bags and toilet paper. I do have a toilet seat lid to use as a potty. I just forgot it today. I'll bring it right back. So the middle section, this is actually fishing. The middle section over here flips right up. All right. So I'm just going to flip it up. Just going to lock that. And that's a rattle trap. So all you got to do is set your line. These are 14-inch holes. So if you have a 10-inch drill bit, please go right in the center. Try your best not to hit the edges. Drill your hole. Clean out the hole. And then what I would do, I'm going to leave these 2 5-gallon buckets with the bottoms cut out. So then just put this right over your hole and then clean it out again. And what that does is it keeps the wind from blowing the jig hole in. It blocks the light out so that you can see down the hole. This one's still a little bit frozen. And it just makes it so that you don't have to keep chiseling it out. So I've got 2 of those. I'll just leave them right underneath, right there. And then to put them back on, you just gently, they just snap in. The catch covers are very easy to use. As far as the rattle trap, this is all fully adjustable. And you just loosen this up a little bit, like a half a turn. And it makes it move real easy. This is your drag. So if you tighten it down just a quarter of a turn, that's probably enough. And when it turns, you'll hear it rattle. If you have it too loose, it'll back spool. I'll try to set that up with monofilament line and a hook. And again, when you come in here, there's 1 seat, 2 seats, 3, and 4. If you don't feel like jigging, you can fold the benches down, and it's just a straight across bench. So this right here is the solar side. You shouldn't have to touch it, okay? If you come in, you can see right there. Sometimes this probably will be off, just turn it on. Don't touch that. And as far as the radio is concerned, so that's your power button, and this just clicks it on. Your Bluetooth, you can just pair your Bluetooth with it with your phone, turn on your Bluetooth, and it should connect right to it. Sometimes I think you have to hold the mode maybe down. But anyway, it's not hard to figure out. I just wasn't prepared this very second. My phone's already paired to it. I asked, please, when you go to leave, make sure you shut it off. So the heater. We've already got the gas hooked up outside. right out there. Just twist it on. Make sure your threads aren't crossed. It should go nice and smooth. Not a big deal. You push this down. When you push it down and you finagle it to pilot. And you have to push it and hold it. When you first hook it up, you're purging the line for a few seconds. Now that came right on. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It wasn't purged, I guess. It wasn't ready. I'll hold that down for a few more seconds. Okay. There's like a little tab in there that kind of has to heat up, I've noticed, before it stays on. We've been using this all day, so it's already pretty warm, so it went going fairly easily. But I guess what I'm saying is push that down and then occasionally push that until you get a good pilot light. Once the pilot light's on, you just turn the knob to 1 and you're all set. You don't need it above 1. It's not going to crank up dramatically more anyway. If you want, you can put it on like on the half setting and it will shut off periodically. If you're not using it, if it's hot, just turn it back to pilot and it's just a pilot light and that's it. If you're done with it, again, just push it in, push it down, and turn it to off. You shouldn't have to force it. It should go easily. Shut it off, go around. Righty-tighty, shut your propane tank off, disconnect it. And then bring the propane tank back inside, leave it anywhere in here. I'm going to bring back a broom and dustpan to leave in here. I just ask that, sweep this up a couple times throughout the day. Keep it kind of clean, and when you go to leave, just pick everything up. You've got racks for hanging. There is a fire extinguisher. I hope you never need it, but if you do, grab that sumbitch. Use it. Again, there's a backup propane tank for cooking. And be reasonable with your cooking. Like, use it on low or medium. Don't crank it up on high. It does burn pretty hot. So just be realistic and use common sense. Like I said, the shelves fold up. You just take that off. It folds right down. You've got 3 windows. They've just got a little lock right there. Make sure it's all locked up. And I'm just going to shut that off. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call me. I'm going to try to disable this lock on this door. I'm going to take it right out. I really don't want a key. I'm putting a padlock on here with a combination lock, and you can get a hold of me for the combination. But anyway, to quickly go over the cove here. Yes, I know my truck is on the ice. There was 13 inches of ice. We're good. I'm not telling you to drive on the ice. Do not do that. It's not safe. I'm an idiot. What can I say? I checked every 100 feet, and it is what it is. This guy has property right here. It's all posted. Don't go on it. If I find out that you're going all over there to take a crap and he catches you on his property, you're never welcome back in my shack again. If you ruin my shack and don't make good on it, you're never coming back again. And if you treat it as your own party session, you're never coming back again. We set up in the cove. We drilled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had a couple right over here, like 60 feet out. They didn't do anything. We had the rattle trap in the shack. The rattle trap in the shack, 2 feet under the ice, a foot and a half, 2 feet under the ice. We got spooled, and I saw a brookie steal my new bait as soon as I put it back in. About 100 feet from the shack right there, just under the ice, and right there, just under the ice, like 100 feet away. We caught 2 brookies, 110 and 114 inches, and we had 2 flags where our bait was gone. So this cove is good for brookies. You know, you could go out here towards the middle where it's set up for deeper and have some pretty good luck, I think, with togue and maybe some salmon. I know there's not a lot in here for togue and salmon. It's mostly brookies. But anyway, so I appreciate you watching the video. I hope this was helpful. Again, you will have my contact information. Oh, crap. The lights. Oops. All right, sorry. This remote control, on, off. Just point it at the light. And those 3 come on. If you want the lights outside on, these are solar. They just come on at night. And I believe there's a couple out here. Nope, that's it. Okay, so there's 4 lights around the door. When it gets dark, turn your lights on. And then you just make sure that we shut everything off when we go to leave. The battery's not very big. I just want things taken care of, that's all. Alright, sorry I went rambling on. There are plugins for your cell phone, pretty much, for a tablet. Don't hook anything up to them that takes a lot of power. It's going to blow the solar thing, and it's going to shut off the system, and then you're screwed. And I don't want to get a phone call because you plug something in that's too big. It's common sense, right? The charger, you can plug a charger right directly in here. And yeah. If the power is running low, this will turn orange and it will beep. If it does that, just shut it off. And shut the radio off, shut the lights off, and just give it time to charge back up. Worst case scenario, you're in a decent ice shack, ice fishing without a radio and without plugins. Shouldn't bother, but that's just my only advice. Anyway, finished cedar. Very warm. Again, when you go to close the door, just lift up and give it a little tap. Not a big deal. Thank you, guys.